It was a long time ago, specifically back in the year 1897. An author by the name of Bram Stoker would release a novel that would become very well known. The novel, of course, being Dracula. Fast forward years later, people with money who want to hire a team to make any type of media decided to try their best to recreate the classic horror novel in their own ways or style, whether it be through a movie or a game. Sometimes the results were good, other times were not so great. In terms of the gaming world, of course there were a couple of games revolving around Dracula, but today we are looking at a Dracula game released for DOS in the year 1993, developed by TAG and published by Psygnosis. So without further ado, story time is now over, let's get on with the game. The game starts us off in a field. Right off the bat you'll notice this game feels a lot like Wolfenstein 3D, except, you know, Wolfenstein 3D is a lot more faster paced and this game's kinda slow. The music is nice though, and the visuals are overall not that bad. My first small complaint with this game is how you open doors. Opening and picking up is bound to the same mouse button as shooting, so sometimes you end up accidentally firing your gun, so you have to get real close at doors to open them properly. It's nothing horrible, but it is definitely annoying sometimes. Oh yeah, so in this game your crosshair not only has you shoot stuff, but you also hover over your crosshair to an item you want and then drag and drop said item to your inventory. Sometimes you have to crouch down to an item just to make sure you don't accidentally fire your gun. You also activate items by hovering the crosshair to set whatever thing you want to activate. Also, hey, wait a minute, why doesn't this shack have a ceiling? Also, what's with the wood textures here? I almost thought that was a door. Oh yeah, as for movement, so it's basically typical WASD, but S and D just looks left and right, whilst Q and E is just a faster version of looking left and right. You may think S moves backwards. Nope, it's just forward, but slower. You actually have to press X to move back and use Z and C to strafe. Wanna crouch? Hold down 1, but if you move, the crouch is gone. Also, I don't know why they decided on this, but when you pick up bullets for your gun, you can't just automatically have bullets loaded into your gun. You have to click again to add more bullets to your gun after you pick up said cartridge. Alright, so yeah, there are monsters trying to kill you, obviously. So the main objective is to use these things called holy wafers to stop coffins from spawning enemies. You have to exercise all coffins with Grandma's Christly cookies until you enter a boss fight, and of course just exercise every coffin in front of you because you do that and that's how you roll. A lot of the times you can one-tap almost every enemy except for the bosses and that one werewolf creature. Most of the times an annoying victory jingle plays when you kill something, and that alone kinda kills the vibe of the game. So yeah, most of this game takes place in what is either a dungeon, castle, or stone maze place, and let me tell you something, this game is kinda fun, for a while. The game gets boring, and sometimes I don't know what to do when I run out of holy wafers, so I walk around and pick up random shit, and that's basically it. This game has puzzles, and maybe I'm stupid, but other than that, the game is just okay. Also, there's only 3 stages in this game, so it's shorter than the average lifespan of someone living in the 1800s. This game has one absolutely stupid glitch, however, and it happens when an enemy spawns outside of a coffin, but spawns inside of you. So not only will you get killed, but you also get simultaneously violated at the same time. So yeah, all you need to know is that the bosses in this game are lame. Just bullet sponges that occasionally turn into a wolf monster thing. Even Dracula! And no, I don't have the footage because I waited until Halloween to play this game and I got a deadline and also I was just bored. But believe me, if you look up gameplay footage of the game yourself, you're not missing much. The bosses are really that lame. With that being said, Bram Stoker's Dracula for the MS-DOS is another attempt at making Dracula feel more alive. Whilst it wasn't anything great or spectacular, it wasn't bad either. It was just okay, and sometimes a bit boring. So celebrate your Halloween with something nice and not boring instead. Or play the game, whatever you want to do. Happy Halloween, and goodbye.